Heading to France this winter? Worried about the French tyre law and whether you comply? Here's everything you need to know. Hey guys, I'm Kat and welcome to Wandering Bird, where we share tips for motorhoming, van life and road trips. And today we're talking all about the French winter tyre law, which is very apt because I'm going to France this week. In fact, the van is a complete mess. At the end, if I'm feeling brave, I might show you what the van is actually like because it's chaos. I know it looks beautiful behind me right now. That is not the truth. Anyway, I'm going to France this week and I wanted to look up exactly what the French tyre law was and also what you need to do and whether or not it applies to you. So let's get cracking. So first up, what is the French winter tyre law? Well, the French tyre law, or the mountain law as it's sometimes called, it's a fairly new law. It came into effect in November 2021, and it basically means that if you're visiting one of several regions in the French mountainous zones, I think it's 48 different regions or departments that it applies to, if you're visiting one of those between the dates of the 1st of November and the end of March, which is the 31st of March, then you need to carry specific gear, mainly tyres or tyre-based gear, in order to travel in those departments. Now, obviously it doesn't apply to the whole of France, so if you're coming from the UK to northern France, you're not going near a mountainous zone, so you are okay, but it also doesn't apply to every single route within all of those 48 departments that are affected by the mountain law. So I will leave a link to the map and the actual official website, which will tell you exactly which departments are affected by the law and which departments you have to have specific equipment in order to travel in them within those set dates. And what's the point of the law? The point of the law is really simple. If you're travelling in a French mountainous region between November and March, there's a very, very high chance of snow, or at least icy conditions. And the French authorities say that there are so many vehicles travelling through those regions that are ill-equipped, and they're causing accidents and incidents and breakdowns and blockages and all of these other things that's causing chaos to their road system. So what they're hoping by this law is that people will be better equipped, which is safer all round, and also it won't cause quite so many blockages and damage as people are trying to traverse through the winter snow. Before I forget, if you are travelling to France, make sure you download a copy of our France travel checklist. This is a checklist of everything that you need to legally have and carry and bring with you to comply with the French laws. Whether you're going to one of the mountainous regions or not, it applies to the whole of France. The list of stuff that you have to carry with you to stay safe, I'll leave the link for that below as well. So you've checked the link, you've checked the map, you are going to, or at least through, one of those mountainous regions, so the mountain law applies to you. You're travelling between November and the end of March. What exactly do you need to do to comply? Well, it's fairly straightforward. I would suggest that anybody who's travelling through winter across the mountains, even if you're going somewhere like Spain or Portugal and you're just going through, I would highly recommend that you have proper tyres on your vehicle. Now these can be one of two things. They can either be proper full-on winter tyres or they can be all-season tyres, but the tyres must be marked with certain markings. I'm going to read this to make sure that I get the exact markings right. So after next November, so at the time of filming we're in 2023, but from November 2024, the tyres have to be marked with a symbol of 3PMSF, which stands for 3 Peak Mountain Snowflake, and that has to be a symbol on the tyres. This year, 2023, the French authorities will accept M&S, which is mud and snow, but from next year onwards, they're going to be much more stringent about the type or the quality of the tyres that are allowed. The tyres obviously have to be mounted to the steered or the driving wheels on your vehicle. Now, I highly recommend if you're in a motorhome, you fit them to all of your wheels. They have to be fitted to at least the main driving wheels. And I don't mean the steering wheel in your cab, just for clarity. I mean the ones on the tarmac. If, of course, you're in a bigger vehicle and you've got multiple axles or multiple steered axles, then they have to be the ones on the steered axles. But for most of us with a car or a caravan or a motorhome, that won't really apply. If you don't have or don't want winter tyres fitted to your vehicle, you do have the option to carry snow chains or snow socks. Snow socks are still acceptable in the mountain law. So if you don't know what they are, snow chains or snow socks are extra equipment which are fitted onto the outside of your tyre, and you fit them at certain places. So you'll get to a zone, it marks chains must be fitted from here, and then you have to get out your vehicle, obviously pull in first, get out and then fit the snow chain, and then you can continue your journey. And then when you get to the other side of the hazardous bit, there'll be a dépannage zone and you can take them off. Top tip for you, don't make the mistake that I made. Make sure that you buy snow chains and know how to fit them before you get to the zone. And for us, what we did wrong is we bought the right diameter of snow chain but didn't buy the right thickness. We didn't buy camper tyre one, we bought car tyre one. So when we came to fit them, obviously in the mountains in France, because we hadn't tried them beforehand, they didn't fit, and that caused utter chaos. Don't make that mistake. Make sure you've tried them first and they're fitted. Snow socks are a lot lower quality than snow chains. So if you're going to be doing a lot of touring in mountainous zones, whether that's in France or anywhere across Europe, or even going up to Scotland throughout the winter, I'd recommend that you invest in snow chains rather than snow socks. Snow socks are a lot lighter and they're just not designed to be used anywhere near as much. But if you're doing one trip and you're going to go through the mountains to get down to Spain or Portugal for a few months during the winter, then snow socks will do. The other thing that you can do if you don't want to have winter tyres fitted or all season tyres fitted is have studded tyres. If you've got studded tyres, you don't need to worry about snow chains or having winter tyres on. But for most of us, we won't have studded tyres fitted, so that's a bit of a moot point. Also, if you are a motorcyclist and you're going across in your motorcycle, it doesn't apply to you, it only applies to 4 wheels and upwards vehicles. Now, if you're a vehicle or a motorhome over 3.5 tons, you still have the choice between whether you want to have winter tyres and or snow chains, and you can have both. There's absolutely nothing stopping you having winter or all season tyres and snow chains. If you have a trailer, you have to have both. So you will have to have winter tyres fitted on the driving wheels and snow chains as well. But I'll leave the link for you so that you can check exactly what you need in those situations. Now, a question that a lot of people ask me is, well, what if I just don't comply? Well, like most laws, if you don't comply and you're caught, you'll be fined. And sometimes if the weather is really bad or if there are other conditions, they will actually impound your vehicle and you won't be able to continue. So I would think very, very hard before you think about breaking that law. It is, after all, for your safety and also for everybody else who's using the roads as well. You do not want to be sliding, especially if you're in a big motorhome. It's not going to be pretty. And that's it. It's actually quite a straightforward law. You just need proper tyres for the weather or snow chains or snow socks. Oh yes, I said I'd show you how the van was. Okay, ready? Here we go. Utter chaos. I'm sort of sorting out my winter kit, ready for winter and my trip, and yeah, it's all very exciting, but I'm really looking forward to going to France again. Don't forget, other laws might still apply to you, like Angle More stickers or many other things that the French require you to have. I will leave the link to the checklist below so you can grab that. If you are heading off this winter, I hope you have an amazing trip. Let me know where you're going, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.